This sentence here, I think, is the best distillation of the political and journalistic failure of the last 2.5 years. It's almost perfect, I think, in the way that it encapsulates where we are now. We can disagree about why we're there, but we can't really disagree about where we are. And this is what he said at the Paris Motor Show yesterday. Remember, this is the chief executive of Nissan. Vauxhall, BMW have all said similar, but this is the closest to perfect that I've been able to find. These are his words. We are preparing for the worst, but I do not want to tell you how we are preparing, because you will say, I am just trying to scare people. So that's what our false notion of balance regarding Brexit coverage has done. That's what the British media has done. It has essentially created an environment in which a massive employer, chief executive of Nissan, about 30,000 people in the northeast, in the supply chain, don't work for Nissan, but in the supply chain of companies that supply Nissan. And he has decided it's not even worth talking in public anymore, because he knows that when he has finished explaining how Nissan is doing, the BBC and other media outlets will turn to some absolute sugar puff like Jacob Rees-Mogg or Nadine Dorries and invite them to offer up the balanced position. So you end up creating an environment in which the chief executive of Nissan isn't going to bother telling us anymore what's going on at Nissan, because he knows that he'll have some half-wit on the other side of the studio shouting Project Fear. We are preparing for the worst, but I do not want to tell you how we are preparing, because you will say, I am just trying to scare people. Wow. And still, that won't move the needle for anyone, I don't think, listening to this programme. It won't move the needle on my incredibly dedicated rump of die-hard Leave supporters who listen to me every day through a form of bizarre masochism. That's the head of Nissan, but you know better, right? Jacob knows better, Boris knows better. The head of Nissan isn't going to bother telling you what's going on anymore at Nissan, because you've created an environment in which he knows he'll just get shouted down by ignoramuses.